What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 17 of the Let's Talk Nerdy podcast. And on this episode, we're talking Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, Killer Bean, Allan Wake 2, and Headbangerz.
I know I'm supposed to say my line right now, but Adam just nailed that on the first try, and I just wanted to be known that he did that. Stellar job, bro. Stellar job, bro. I'm back in my bag. My eyes bloodshot, but my jet don't lag. A pair of Jordan 3s trying to chase this cash. Gucci airbag, just in case we crash.
If I'm not back in 5 minutes, just wait longer.
You are now tuned in to the Let's Talk Nerdy podcast.
I love it when you talk nerdy to me.
Most popular rapper of all time.
Of all time.
Don't think of it as like all time of like old rapper. The bit like with the biggest selling artist of all time. One word.
Drake. Boom.
Let's go.
Boom. That was a bone.
Go.
Thanks for the bone again today.
I just wanted to throw you a little something, but you got it, man. You got it. Let's go. What do we know?
We got it.
We are
three, maybe?
3 for 17. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's great. Great odds.
Dude, I love music, and I bet if we flip the roles, I probably wouldn't get more than 3. So
all right.
Just
That
throwing
works,
it out
right.
there. But how you doing, man? Good to see you.
Couple things. So I went to a bachelor party, right?
Let's go.
And now I think I have some pretty nasty bronchitis, and you're in the same boat as me. So
yes,
we're gonna apologize in advance if you hear us either go mute and not talk for a little bit in this episode and start hacking away. We'll make sure it's muted when we do that. But I think the worst part of everything right now, it is awful to be sick when it's hot out.
I second that notion. I
Yeah.
really do, because I'm sure you guys can tell, I'm a bit nasally today. My goal for today is to not cough at all, so I'm going to try to pull that off. But just like the humidity in your lungs is like really, really bad, and then also you want to sleep at night, but you want to crank the AC so it's nice and cool. But when you do that, like it kind of like makes your everything hurt. And there's no getting comfortable, bro.
And I think the issue with us right now, so yesterday it felt like 115.
Okay.
And then,
up here in
our
New York,
AC
it did
is
not
not-
get that on.
Yeah. And then it's feeling like the AC is struggling to keep up. So like on top of being sick, it's hot in my room and I can't fall asleep and I'm coughing. And so I was up from, I don't know what day I got up at 8 yesterday, and I was up 8 to 4 this next morning. So I slept for an hour. I had to be at work at 5:30.
Adam's pulling my schedule now. He's just,
That's
just
crazy.
no sleep.
Which
no
I
need
mean,
to sleep. We ain't
I will
doing
admit,
it.
I was watching TV till about 2 a.m. But Dave,
Are
there
you
you
back?
are.
There we go.
Are you back?
No, you went bye.
I'm here now. So.
Okay, we are back. So yeah,
Perfect.
Adam is now working on my schedule, which is just no sleep ever, which
Yeah.
is tough to get used
And
to.
coughing like crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, we
But,
apologize, but yeah, we're gonna fight through, and we're gonna make it through. And you know that we always bring the energy. Let's do it.
It might just be
ready.
a little bit lower energy today, but we are going to bring it. But before we start, we put a poll on our YouTube, like to see what we're going to be doing for our next live stream, and the consensus was you guys want to see us do a Adam versus Dave game, and the game we are picking is Madden 24.
You
We're
are going down.
to
You are going
head
down.
to head. I don't know, Dave. I do not know. You saw me commentate when I used to stream it, but it's gonna be fun.
Okay, so real quick, have you played the game yet?
No, I have not.
I have not played the game yet. So what do we need to lay the ground rules down? Are we practicing beforehand, or is this gonna be
no.
just no? This is just loaded up and we're gonna play. Okay.
Yep. Don't even open it. Well, open it so you know so we know where to go when we play. But other than that,
Yeah, let's open it and make sure that we're not waiting for installs and stuff on the live. But yes, okay, we are going. This is going to be a blind first play. Adam versus Dave. Bills versus Chargers. It is going down.
It's going down.
I'm gonna
Meet me
wear
at the mall.
I'm gonna wear a
You
helmet.
gonna wear a helmet? I wish you would. I'm gonna wear my Chargers jersey.
Guys, I'm gonna wear
So-
a helmet. It's gonna be great. You gotta be there. You gotta be there. So when are we doing this? Throw it out there. When are we doing this?
I was gonna ask you, are you cool with next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday will work. It is going
The
down.
29th.
Next Tuesday,
August
the 29th. It is going
at-
down.
8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m.
Eastern
Eastern.
Standard Time. Can you
Yeah.
guys tell how much planning we put into this?
Yep, we are literally just throwing it out there right now. So by the time you guys get this, yes, August 29th, 7 p.m. Central Standard, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. But we're excited. Again, thank you so much for helping us reach our goal, 400 subscribers. And to be honest, the way things are moving, we might be at 500 by the time this episode goes, or it's very likely, or it's likely. I don't want to say very likely.
It's very likely that we hit 450 by the time this episode
Yeah.
goes. So thank you guys so much for everything. I know I say it all the time, but we really, really do mean it. Thank you for everything. Thank you for the subbies and all that stuff. We are growing like crazy, and it's all because of you guys. So thank you so much.
Alrighty. With that said, jump right into it.
Yeah, let's jump
Call
right
of
into it.
Duty Modern Warfare 3.
All right, Adam.
I'm gonna put this out there. The one thing, so I've played every single Call of Duty, every single one that's come out. I'm gonna play this one. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna play it first day. There's stages of Call of Duty,
Okay.
and so here's the stage of Call of Duty. You're playing the one that's already out. Okay, and you're like, wow, this game is the worst Call of Duty I've ever played. It sucks. I never want to play this game anymore. And then you quit playing for a while, or you
Yes.
play once in a while. Next stage, new announcement of next game. Oh man, this game, hopefully it's better than this one. Anything's better than this one. They released the trailer. They're like, whoa, this is the coolest game I've ever seen. Let's go. So that's the announcement trailer. So you're like, I'm super excited. You're going back to the one that you're playing, like, oh, this is going to be so much better when it comes out. Like, so you're all excited. Fast forward, the game comes out. You play nonstop, like grind. You're like, this is the best Call of Duty ever. After those 2 weeks, you're like, wow, okay, it's still pretty good. Not my favorite. All right, it's getting boring now. 3 months down the line, you're like, oh, okay, this is stupid. But you play it anyway. And I think I've been done with Modern Warfare 2. So I am ready for Modern Warfare 3 to start the cycle all over again.
Okay. This is gonna sound weird, just because the games that I play, I feel like you can have the same exact argument about the games that I play, and I notice all of the differences. And we're breaking the streak. I'm sorry. So
Cough number one.
I notice all of the differences, and most people who do not play the games that I play do not notice any of the differences. But it is no secret that I'm not the biggest FPS fan. I am not the biggest Call of Duty fan. And to me, and I know I'm gonna get roasted in the comments, these games look exactly the same every single time.
So I think that's what's going to be huge about. They say it's huge about this game. I think Activision and Microsoft are like, all right, we got to get this right. Like, we're going to lose our fan base to Ubisoft's X Defiant. Like, people are like literally like super excited about X Defiant. They call it the COD killer. Is that the case? I don't think so. COD's too big of a game.
Yeah.
But I think it scares them to the point where like people are saying this, and not just like a handful of fans or anything like that. It's a lot of people saying that X Defiant is going to be the Call of Duty killer. I don't think that's possible. At this point, I don't think that's possible, but I do think that it is something that they're like aware of now. And so with this Modern Warfare 3, there's huge changes, which we'll talk about. We can roll the trailer if you'd like.
Let's roll the trailer, because I'm curious. I want everybody to know that I'm going into this blind. I usually do a bunch of research, and for this game specifically, I decided that it would be best to do absolutely no research. And my notes, I don't know if you can see them, literally just say, "Sell me, Adam. Sell me."
You. Okay, perfect. Which I'm trying to as soon as this trailer pulls up.
Because I and again, I'm gonna get roasted in the comments. And honestly, like, I'm glad Call of Duty exists because I know that there's an entire group of people that love this format, love this game, love this style. But for me, it just seems so mind-numbingly tedious to just run around these maps and shoot each other, just over and over and over and over and over, with no end in sight, with no like, there's like what there's no end goal in Call of Duty. You know what I mean? Like, you're not working towards anything. You know what I mean? It's just like a continuous, we're just gonna keep doing this dance until the building burns down. You know what I mean?
I would, so I think that's the case for multiplayer, but with multiplayer, they have different levels that you reach for like certain, and like prestiging used to be a huge thing. It's not so much of a big thing now, but there's also the camo grind. You're trying to unlock all the camos, all that kind of stuff. So here's the trailer. This is the gameplay trailer that they recently announced. Maybe. Shoot. There we go. So basically right now what you're seeing is just this covert operation, and it's all dark. And I will say Call of Duty does the best at hyping a fan base up with their trailers. Every time you see the trailer, you're like, okay, this game's so cool. Like, Call of Duty's doing something new this time, which I'll kind of dive into. And visually, it looks so good.
See, visually it looks stunning, and this is the problem. This is the problem with Call of Duty. Is there a story mode? Is there a story campaign to this game?
Yep. So I'll get into that a little bit. And it's just really cool. And what they're doing with this game is different than any other Call of Duty that they've done. They did a little bit with the last one, but I think they're really starting to expand on what they did for the last one. It's called Open Combat. So you'll have different ways of tackling different missions, which typically the old Call of Duty missions were more linear. Yeah. I would say the Modern Warfare 2, they got into this a little bit, not to the point where it really affected the game so much. So it's kind of like an open, I don't want to say open world. It's like an open concept, like of a house. You know what I mean? So like, there's different ways to tackle different missions, which I think is really cool. So you can go in like stealth, you can drive in cars. And they're just, it's gonna be really cool.
So like, my question is, and I might sound kind of stupid honestly, because I don't really know how this works, but like, so Adam, if you guys don't know, Adam got me to download Modern Warfare 2, and we did a little thing, like a little Modern Warfare boot camp, right? Mm-hmm. So that free version of Modern Warfare, was that just a multiplayer, or is there a campaign in there that I can play?
Nope, not with that one. That is what is Warzone/DMZ. That's Modern Warfare 2's Warzone.
Okay.
So they do that. So Fortnite's actually pretty similar. There's a full version of the game, which I think is just like a horde. I can't remember. I've never actually played the full game, but there's a game that you can buy with Fortnite, and it's similar to that aspect where there's a game mode that's offline, and I think it's like hordes of enemies, kind of like a zombies, I think.
Yeah.
But so here's my thing with Call of Duty. I love every Call of Duty. I don't want to say I love every Call of Duty. I love playing Call of Duties when they're good. And with Call of Duty, kind of to your point, I enjoy the campaigns so much. And I refuse to play multiplayer until I beat the campaign. Like, I will not play multiplayer until I beat the campaign through, which the campaigns are typically only like 5 or 6 hours. Nothing crazy, but they're a good story. They're fun to play. Cinematically, they're pretty good.
See, that's where I come from, right? So I actually, as much as I don't like Call of Duty now, I actually really did like Call of Duty, and it was like going all the way back to PS3, like Call of Duty 2. But like, you know me, I'm a single player story campaign guy. You know what I mean? Right. So like they were putting so much more emphasis into the single player campaign before they kind of made this switch to multiplayer being the only thing that they really care about. And it's like, that's where I kind of faded off, because I really enjoyed playing the single player campaign. And then all of a sudden, I don't know exactly which Call of Duty it happened on, but all of a sudden it's like nobody cared about the actual game anymore. And it was just all about this multiplayer, like online lobby. And I just phased right out.
Yeah. And I would say like the multiplayer, the multiplayer is like that is what Call of Duty is nowadays. And I mean, actually, it's always been like that. It's always been multiplayer focused, but they always do a great job with their campaign for the most part. There's been a couple where I'm like, this one's kind of lame, but Modern Warfare 1, like the newer renditions, I like them. I think they're pretty good. I did not like, which one did I not like? It was the most recent, like World War II one or World War One. I can't remember the name of it, but I did not like that one.
No, I know what
It
you're
was
talking
just
about.
weird. Yeah, it wasn't my favorite. But they're also adding like zombies is huge. So like they're trying to cater to their like favorite, like, you know what I mean? They're trying to give everybody what they love about Call of Duty into one. And I'm gonna go into some of the changes that they've made.
Yeah,
and
so
just-
let's do this because I know like I've said, I'm not the biggest fan, and people can say this about the games that I play, obviously. But like, why is this different? Like, if every single person that played Call of Duty was just like, nah, we're good, and just stuck with Warzone 2, what would really change? Like, why do people want? Why should they want this Call of Duty other than just it's the newest Call of Duty?
Okay, so starting it off, which everybody has been asking for this for a very long time. So people are very nostalgic. Like people love nostalgia. And so with this game, they're bringing all of the maps from the original Modern Warfare 2. All of them. So,
Okay.
And here, I'll go through the list because I'm going to go through it quick. But so they're bringing Afghan back, Derail, Estate, Favela, Karachi. I probably said that wrong. High Rise, Invasion, Quarry, Rundown, Rust, Scrapyard, Skid Row, Terminal, Underpass, and Wasteland. So that's their base game. They're bringing that many maps in there already. Yes, it's kind of just like we've already seen them, but they're putting them back in. But people have been asking for classic Call of Duty like maps, like, and that's kind of what everybody wants, because when I first started playing Call of Duty and really getting into it, Modern Warfare 2 is what I played, and those, like, I can remember literally everything about every single map that I just said. Like I could go down to like which ways the routes, where's the sniping spots. Like I could go back and like, yep, that's where I want to be.
I mean, but like that's part of the problem for me with Call of Duty is it gets so repetitive. Like the best Call of Duty players in the world are the people that study these maps, and it's like you have to get down to such finite detail of like, oh, I know that I can leak out right and just look over the tail light of this car, and I have like an awesome snipe spot for somebody coming down this stair set, and you're just like, I'm just like, it's so hard for me to like get into that. It's just so repetitive. It becomes so boring so fast. I'm just mind-numbingly just running around, just like shooting people. I just
Well,
don't.
guess what? I can say the same exact thing about Dark Souls 3, Dave.
Just like, I know you can. I know you can.
You know what I mean?
I know you can, and that's why, like, I don't know. They're not giving me anything else to like what else? What else do we got?
So that was just the maps.
Yeah.
And now in terms of gameplay, they're changing everything to run more fast, which that's been an issue with the last few Call of Duties. They're bringing some like not old school, but like more arcade feel. And I think that's where Call of Duty is kind of stepped off, is they're trying to find this balance of, we want it realistic, but we also want to have the arcade feel. So these are some of the big changes that they're adding. This isn't really gameplay, but they're adding map voting, which that hasn't been in a Call of Duty in a while, which I'm pretty excited about, because it's nice to be like, I want this map. I want this map.
I do agree with that point. That's a good point, because as much as I'm not a Call of Duty player, we do have a community of people that, streamers and stuff like that we hang out with and watch, play video games and stuff like that. And I can tell when everybody's like, it gets to the point sometimes where people are like, ew, back out, let's get a different map.
Yeah,
like they literally just
exactly.
want to quit until they get a different map. So I guess that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Red dot minimap. So old Call of Duties, when you shot, if you had not a suppressed weapon, it showed where you were on the minimap, and they just got rid of that. But they're bringing that back, which is a lot of people are excited about. perks are at the start. I didn't quite understand this. So perks, they're getting rid of the standard perk. Now it's specific equipment that gives you perks. So I don't understand how much of that's really a difference, but that's a big change that they're adding.
Wait,
They're
so
adding.
they're getting rid of like the drops and stuff like that.
No, this is so like in multiplayer, there's perks and you can like pick specific things. Like, so let's say, like, what am I thinking of? Scavenger. Like you can pick up ammo. Like when you kill somebody, you pick up other people's ammo. So,
Okay, yeah.
So they'll have perks, but instead of like being like something you pick at the beginning of the map, or like certain what do you call it? Specific like set or like categories you can pick. It's supposed to be different equipment, which gives you perks. So I'm curious to see how that's going to play out. So that's kind of cool, I guess, something new. The longer TTK, so like time to kill is so. Call of Duty is super fast time to kill right now. And so like literally like if you get in a gunfight, you get shot first, which I mean, it's real life. You get shot first, you're most likely going to die, to be honest. But with the longer TTK, you'll have the ability to like almost like it's cool with if you like pull it off and you kill one person, all of a sudden 3, 4, 5 people come on and then you kill those people too. Like that's exciting. Like you just pulled off something incredible. But with like this last Call of Duty, it's almost or like the newer ones, it's like you haven't been able to do that. So they're adding that. The one thing that I wish that they're not bringing in, it's called slide canceling. So you slide and then you can like stop the slide and like do jumps and it's all crazy. And I don't like that.
Oh, like a parkour kind of thing.
Yeah, it kind of makes it look stupid.
People are gonna find the glitch in that like almost instantly.
Yeah. Reload cancel. So like if you're reloading, you can cancel it. Faster mantle, so you can go over items or like just things faster. Slide shooting, so when you're sliding, you'll be able to hit. It's kind of what they describe it. It's like it's in between like full ADS and a hip fire. It's like in the middle. So I'm curious to see what that's going to turn into, and that's pretty cool. So I mean, to you, it probably is like this means nothing to me, and it really doesn't sound like it's changing so much, but it is. It's changing a bunch, and I think a lot of fans are excited. But like I said, with Call of Duty, all fans get excited when the new Call of Duty's coming out, but is it going to really feel different? I hope so.
Right, because I see this all the time where people are like constantly going back to older like streaming older versions, and it's like it's Call of Duty players that will be like, all right, let's play this new one, and then after a couple matches they're like, all right, I'm gonna jump off and go back and go on Cold War or something like that, and you're just like, I'm so confused. I'm so confused. But
yeah,
the number one question is, are you excited for this Call of Duty?
Of course I am, and that's just I'm not done. There's more coming.
Do we have more than this?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
all right.
Moving on, they're bringing zombies back, and everybody loves zombies. You can't not love zombies.
I know people will be excited about this.
Yeah.
I do like zombies. I feel like the sad thing is I feel like zombies is kind of even more of a real game than multiplayer, because at least there's like something. There's like something happening. You know what I mean? Like you're like, I know you're just going through waves and stuff like that, but I don't know. I just feel like you're working towards a goal or like,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Call of Duty fans. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shit on your game.
I'm gonna do this for every game that you like going forward, because this is like my childhood. This is like I still play Call of Duty, but with the zombies though, it's kind of they're making it open world, which I'm not sure about, and they're making it a PvE extraction. Again, I'm not sure what that's going to turn into, and you'll be able to combine with other people, other like teams. I don't know. I'm not too sure about that yet, and I'm curious to see what they do with that. They're adding, like I said, they're adding military equipment as perks, so that will be the perks. Aftermarket parts, so this is loadouts. They're adding aftermarket parts, which will allow for unique configurations of weapons. I'm curious to see how that's going to be. Now, here's a big question I have. All Modern Warfare 2 weapons are in Modern Warfare 3. That's going to be a big balance. Yeah, some of those like cross over in terms of like it makes sense that like an MP5 is going to be in Modern Warfare 1 or like 1, 2, and 3. Like you need the MP5. If you don't have the MP5, forget about it. I'm not playing. And so for the missions, sorry, I did a lot of like research. This is probably the most research I've done on a game just because I know them so well. But so going back to the campaign, they call it open gameplay. So you'll have a high degree of choice, different ways to play. So that's like you'll either go in loud, you'll be able to like stealth, but the thing is, you don't get a specific, like you don't get to create your loadout. So if you want to go stealth, you have to find the silencer within the campaign. Like you can't just have it already equipped. So that was interesting to me.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I mean, I guess
Yeah.
it gives it more of like a objective kind of feel.
Yeah, it kind of
Yeah.
makes it like 3-dimensional, where it's like, oh, I can go blind or like go in silent because I can just equip a silencer. No, like if you want to do that, you'll have to find the certain weapons to do it. Or if like you want to become a sniper, you have to find a sniper. Like you'll get a generic loadout that like they give you. So it might play to the point where you'll be able to do both. But if there's a certain way you want to play, there might be a time where you have to find the weapon. And then one other big thing.
Real quick though, but does that eliminate the need for grinding to like get?
For campaign?
Yeah,
I mean, campaign has never had a grind. Campaign has never had a grind.
Don't you need to
It's very linear.
But don't you need to like do certain things to like get certain things? No, you just find
Nope.
them.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and then the next mission, it's gone.
And then they just giveth and taketh away.
Yep, exactly. So I mean, I think that's pretty cool. It's a different concept. Like I said, they did a little bit in Modern Warfare 2 with a couple of the missions, but this one, it's supposed to be like more like that. So like an open concept. And then another mode that they're adding to modern or multiplayer, it's got me curious. It's called Cutthroat, and it's 3v3v3. And I'm curious to know how that's going to be, and I think that's kind of cool.
Cutthroat is a pool game. I know that.
Okay.
Cutthroat is a 3-player pool game. So basically, I don't know if it's going to work the same way, but the 3v3v3 is probably going to work like this, where it's like basically once all of your team is gone, your team is probably gone. But the rules of Cutthroat, and they probably are going to work this in somehow, is that if your opponent like scratches, do you know what a scratch is in pool when you put the white ball?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so when you scratch, your opponents get to take one of their balls and put them back on the table. So I'm thinking that in the Cutthroat mode, there's probably going to be a way where if like your team is down a player and something happens, there's a way to get your player back in.
That'd be kind of cool. Like
Yeah.
a capture the flag kind of situation. Like, oh, you capture it, you bring your friend back.
Right.
Interesting.
So like essentially your entire team could be gone, but if this one thing like you're still in the game, and if this one thing happens, like one of your team members will get like sucked back in, and you got a chance to go
That'd be
at it
kinda
again.
cool.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool actually.
Lots of things with Modern Warfare 3. I'm excited about it, but this is the same cycle every time. So I'm in that phase of like, this is going to be the best Call of Duty ever. And I hope it is, because they're starting to get dry, and I am tired. I am tired of adding the most random characters into Call of Duty and kind of just making it almost like a play to win or things like that. Like they added nothing against Nicki Minaj, but they added Nicki Minaj. They added the boys. They had Ghostface. They added the characters from the boys. What was it? Homelander? Like, and they added Laser Beam, like superpowers. So I just want Call of Duty back. You know, I don't want the crazy looking weapons or like the tracers. So when you fire, it has like laser beams. I don't want people exploding with. Come on, get rid of it. I don't want it. I hope people are on the same page as me, but I am tired of seeing like the most like Kevin Durant, Lionel Messi. Like, why are they in Call of Duty?
Just because, man, just trying to expand that audience.
They did add Shredder, so
I mean, yeah, Shredder was dope. I was excited when it takes a lot for me to get excited. You add Shredder to your game, I'm excited. I'm not gonna lie.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go. That's all it takes.
That was sick. Actually, you should add more Turtles characters, Call of Duty. You should let's get some Donnie in there. Let's get some Casey.
Okay.
We should just do an entire Turtles version of Call of Duty. It'd be sick.
No, I'm good. I don't want that.
I'm glad you're excited for it. So obviously Adam is going to be getting this game. Do you want to roast Dark Souls 3?
No, I'm okay.
No,
okay.
you're sure? Okay.
No, I'm sure.
I just
I've already
wanted-
roasted in the past.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
I'm excited that you guys are getting this game. We'll see how long it lasts. I'm gonna be honest. I think much like Adam said, this is gonna run to the same cycle where people are gonna think it's great. They're gonna play it, and then they're gonna think it sucks, and then they'll pick it apart, and the lobby
Wait
will
for
be,
the next one.
Yeah, the lobby will be full of people that just hate me for no reason and make me sad and cry in the shower. So
Yeah. Yeah, that's me because I'm actually pretty decent at multiplayer. I'm terrible at Warzone, decent at multiplayer. Like I can probably get 20, 25, 30, okay, maybe 30, 35 kills a game.
I'm
Like,
the
I'm up
guy.
there.
I'm the guy in the lobby that's just trying his best, and everybody is roasting him. And
Like-
I just quit the game, and then I go take a hot shower and cry it out. And
You're the
then-
guy that I messaged when I was in high school. Say, hey, uninstall the game, you noob, or
Yeah,
saying some
exactly.
other mean things and get my
Exactly.
gamer tag banned. So
Call of Duty players, just be nice. Can you be nice sometimes? Just be nice sometimes.
no, just kidding. Those Modern Warfare 2 lobbies were the worst. If you wanted them, like, if there's words that you don't want somebody hearing ever, or like if you want to like really make, let's say somebody that's not from like the United States or has never really been exposed to things that something like mean people say in like just in general, put them in a Call of Duty lobby. Like, oh, that's what's wrong with some of the people in the United States. Like that's easy.
It's just so toxic. I just don't understand
100%.
it.
It's the worst.
It's so toxic. It's the worst. Like, it's the most tight knit community, but as a player outside looking in, it's the worst community to try to break into because, like,
Yeah,
that's
it's
probably
not really a community. It's just everybody being mean to each other. To be honest,
basically. I mean, that's probably part of the reason why I've never really gotten into it. It's because like you need to be good, or it's just like a relentless attack on you, and it's just not fun. And I don't know. It's just mean, and I'm sorry. I feel like I'm speaking for at least some people out there, and everybody that plays Call of Duty is like, Dave's a huge wuss, and like I can see it. I know. I get it.
Yeah.
I am. I'm sorry, but just kill him with kindness, guys. Kill him with kindness, guys.
You know what I do after every game when I play nowadays, and I have open mic going on. Some days I turn it off because I just don't want to talk to people. But at the end of the game, I'm like, all right, good game, everybody. Have a good night. And the first person that says anything, I'm like, shut up. And people like, oh, they go crazy. And then I add like different voice mods, or I'll add like sound bits, and people are like, is that Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob? It's like, shut up.
I mean,
so funny.
It's funny, but also it's like kind of mean. So whatever. Adam's excited for it. I am obviously not excited for it, but I will be watching him play this game most likely. And yeah, like, you know, like, listen, we talk about this all the time. There's games out there that are not for everybody. There's games out there that I love that you hate, games that you love that I don't like. So I'm excited for you to get this game.
I'm excited to get it. And the funny thing is like, yes, I'm like good at the game. One thing I'm so good at in Call of Duty, like all of them, melee weapons.
Tell them about the Cali sticks, bro.
I was a monster with the Cali sticks, and I'm not just saying that. I had those things Obsidian. I played them in Warzone, got wins with it. I made people mad. Like, one of my favorite videos I have is I probably like I think I got like 50 kills. I can't remember which map. At the end of the game, somebody what did he say? He said something along the lines, you know, you're really dog crap when you run around with a riot shield in your back and freaking Cali sticks. And then at the end, I just said, just get better, man. Just get better. Turned into a TikTok and everything.
I never like I was actually watching this happen. It was amazing. I kept asking him to bring out the Cali sticks because people were getting so mad, and I thought it was so funny. But yeah, he's running around with a riot shield and Cali sticks, just running full bore, just whack, whack, whack. I'm like, this is the greatest thing that I've ever seen in Call of Duty. I loved it so much. I was dying laughing. We need to pull up that video.
Yeah, I was gonna say if I knew where it was, I would, but I have no idea. I have no idea where it's at. So
we'll try to find that video and make it short or something. It's good stuff. It's great stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, Adam loves this game. I obviously do not love this game. So we're gonna do a little game, Adam. I
let's hear
got a
it.
little game for you.
Ooh.
I would like you to blind rank these Call of Duty weapons. Are you ready?
I can do it.
And keep in mind, Adam,
Where are they from? Are they from anywhere?
they're from
You have to get.
all over the Call of Duty universe.
Okay, are you going to say which game they're in? Which specific one?
No,
Okay, I'm just gonna go for it then.
just go for it.
Okay. So,
All right.
there's like specific renditions of like the MP5 in Modern Warfare 2 versus MP. Yeah, never mind. Just go for it.
I don't think we're gonna have to worry about that. Okay.
Okay.
Your first weapon of choice is the Rytec AMR.
The Rytec AMR. I think that was originally in Modern, like the first Modern Warfare. I'm not a big sniper. I'm gonna put that at 5.
Oh, you're using the 5-hole already?
Oh yeah, I'm not a big sniping person,
You
especially
are-
with the Rytec, to be honest.
You are trekking in murky waters. Okay, your second choice, the EBR.
The EBR, ooh. So I know I said I'm not a sniper, but I like the semi-auto with it. Oh, the EBR. I'd put it at a 3.
Going with a 3. Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
play that one safe.
Okay, Mr. I don't like snipers puts that at a 3.
But
Okay.
I like the semi-auto, like when you have a fast trigger finger, like yeah, sorry, 3.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna go sniper, the semi-auto is probably the way to do it. Okay, your third choice, the Striker 45.
Ooh, the shotgun. Not a big shotgun guy. Wow, but I'll put that at 4.
You're gonna put it at 4? Oh
Not
wow.
big into shotguns. Although the Dragon's Breath with the Striker, the Striker 45, and the way you can just unload it, yeah, 4. Because I want to see what you gave me for 2 and 1.
Ooh, trekking in murky waters. Okay, Adam's fourth choice, ladies and gentlemen, the crossbow.
Ooh, I'm putting that at. I can't put it at 1 as much as I would love to. I love bow and arrow games. Like I love bow and arrow weapons. I know it's not a bow and arrow, but I'll put it at 2.
I thought you were gonna like that one. Okay, your number one choice then, not gonna be excited, I don't think, is the 357 Magnum.
Shoot. I'd put the crossbow at 1. I'll put the Striker at 2, and then the Magnum at.
Dude,
It's a powerful pistol.
do you know what I did to you yet?
No.
I googled the worst weapons in Call of Duty and gave you that list.
Yeah, the Rytec is up there for sure, and the Magnum. But the Magnum was very OP at one point. Like in Warzone, it was like 2 shot and they'd be dead. So with that snake shot, see, like you could tell I actually play the game so much. But my favorite guns of all time, though, kind of going all of Call of Duty.
Go ahead. Do your top
5.
list, because I feel bad that I didn't give you anything besides a
That's okay.
crossbow that you like.
Okay, Call of Duty 4. I'm no in specific order because I love all these guns. Call of Duty 4, the first original Modern Warfare, is the G3. It was a semi-auto, and I crushed with that one. That was like one of my favorite weapons. My second choice in terms of like just all Call of Duties across the board, the MP5. I love the MP5. It's kind of like generic, like that's the gun to go to if you're not like the best, but it's.
I feel like I see
so
I feel like I see a lot of people using the MP5.
It's so good.
Yeah.
All right. From there, Modern Warfare 2, like the original one, the UMP, that was really fun. Like another SMG. So that's 3. 4. I want to put Kali 6 in there, but I can't because it's not like it's.
Do it, Kali 6 and Riot Shield. Do it.
I'll put the Kali 6 at like one of my favorite weapons
And-
to use, just because
and
I was
Riot Shield.
so good at. Yeah, and the Riot Shield. You need
And
the
the
Riot
Riot
Shield on
Shield.
the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite weapons of all time because I was so good at it, and like my kill death ratio for that specific weapon was like through the roof. It's like, how is that even possible?
With that setup, you're like a freaking Ninja Turtle, dude. You got a shell on the back. You got the freaking nunchucks, dude. That's so sick.
Yeah, so that was probably in my 5th one. That's a tough question. I feel like I have to go with an assault rifle. And I love the ACR in Modern Warfare 2. That was so good. I'm trying to think of another weapon though, because I've already done 2 SMGs. Maybe I should do a shotgun. Ooh, yeah. I can't remember the number on it, but the model 1987, it was like a dual or 1970. I can't remember the number with it, but it's like the model something. And then Modern Warfare 2, you can have dual, and like as you shoot them, they flip. Oh, it's the coolest thing.
Ooh,
it was,
that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah,
Like
it was
old
OP.
school Western style.
Yeah. There were shotguns, and like as you shot them, like spun.
Oh,
I think it was so cool, and you can like akimbo, like dual wield it, and so I put that up there too. But there's so many weapons that I love. Like shout out to like the FAMAS, the Black Ops, the M4, and a lot of the Call of Duties. Like those are so good. Intervention sniper, like. So
guys, list it down below. What's your favorite Call of Duty weapon?
Yeah,
I want to see what wins.
Or your top 5.
Or your top 5. List them down below. What's your go-to? I want to see what wins.
Yeah.
Okay, real quick. Also, while we are on the topic of Call of Duty, maybe you can solve this riddle for me. What is the deal with people playing snipers only, but you're not allowed to use the scope?
Oh, quick scoping.
Why is that a thing? Why do people hate on people that use the scope?
It's just a thing. It's a Call of Duty. Like it's always been a thing.
Like why use the sniper rifle if you're not gonna scope it?
I don't know. It makes it feel more skilled. Like you're able to like quick. So you aim and you kill them rather than hard scoping, tracking them. Like it's supposed to be more skill.
That's what everybody says all the time. It's like freaking hard scoper. Blah, blah, blah. Like
I'll hard scope all day. I don't care.
I don't know. Guys, I'm so far out of this loop. I'm sorry. I love y'all. I love y'all very much. Please don't roast me in the comments. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's all right.
I am excited that Adam is excited for this game. I will definitely be checking it out when it drops. Watching him play. Maybe if we get to a certain level of subscribers, throwing it out there, guys. When Adam makes me play a game, it will most likely be this one. So if you want to see any of that nonsense,
I'm gonna make it so I don't coach you. It's gonna be a roast session instead of me coaching you. It's a Dave roast session as we play.
Dude, watch me just go out there and just lay it out. Just I go like 35 and 2, and I'm like the best Call of Duty player ever. And
That's what I said about Dark Souls, and it didn't happen, so I can't imagine it's gonna happen for you.
You performed fairly well. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you guys want to see me play this game, I'm assuming this will be the game that Adam is going to make me play when we get to that crossroads. So please tap that like and subscribe. And Adam, when does this bad boy drop?
Ooh, October something. I don't remember.
I don't remember. If you're a Call of Duty player, you know when this drops already. So
yeah, typically. Moving on.
Let's get.
What is this game? Killer Bean.
Let's get to the real star of the show, the real first-person shooter that needs to be on your radar, ladies and gentlemen. We present to you Killer Bean. Do you have the trailer?
I have the trailer. Let me pull it up right now.
I love this so much.
Yeah, it's funny. So this game wasn't on our original list, but we figured since we were going to talk about Skull and Bones, but since it's in beta phase right now, we figured like it'd just be too late to talk about it on this episode. So we are talking Killer Bean, which we will get into, and I think this game is ridiculous.
Guys, if you've never seen this before, we're watching the trailer right now, and if you're only on the Spotify, the best way that I can describe this to you is we are watching a Grand Theft Auto where you are a coffee bean that has Matrix-like powers.
Yeah, and you're like you can customize the bean, but in this trailer you're dressed up kind of like a Deadpool. It's like a Deadpool bean.
You know the funniest thing is, guys, if you guys are again just listening to the episode, I don't know if Adam agrees with me, but they don't look so much like coffee beans to me. Like they kind of look like Mr. Potato Heads not wearing hats.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think that is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, definitely. And here's where you'll get to customize them. So but it's either first person or third person, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And one of the ways you can like attack your enemies by breakdancing, and then like the bullets like hurt the enemies, I guess, like when you're not shooting.
Yeah, and one of the big things that we're seeing in the trailer is this return of like the super slow motion. So if you guys ever played a game like Max Payne, or if you ever played like Wanted, where you can like curve the bullets and stuff like that, or any of the Matrix games and stuff like that, it looks like they've reintroduced this like super slow motion tactic where you can kind of slow everything down crazy. It honestly just looks absolutely nuts. And I'm kind of excited for it. I'm not gonna lie.
I am too. And one of the cool things about this game, so one man is making this game.
Yes.
So that's pretty exciting. And so it's based off of a movie / like TV show that is also created by the same man, which is called Killer Bean. And so the idea of it is it's going to be a roguelike open world. No campaign will be the same. So every time you like start a new campaign, everything will be different, which I think is crazy.
Yeah, replayability
like you said,
is crazy.
Yeah, and like you said, it kind of gives like the GTA Max Payne vibes, which it's just ridiculous as a bean. And you'll play as Jack Killer Bean, and you were betrayed by the Shadow Agency, and you set out to get revenge. So what does that sound like? It sounds like a story or like a plot of Deadpool.
It
You
does.
know what I mean?
It sounds a lot like Deadpool. The character looks a lot like Deadpool. The move set looks a lot like Deadpool. You're very acrobatic. You have guns, which I mean, you might be able to get swords, but yeah, I think they're ripping Deadpool pretty hard.
Oh yeah,
But I'm okay with it for some reason. I don't know why.
I just think it's ridiculous. It's the most ridiculous, one of the most ridiculous games I've seen in a long time, and I am here for it. And I'm going to get this game as soon as it drops. And I'm just curious to know, like, how is this like? I can't remember the word that they use. Like this, I don't want to say computer generated, like campaign, like how it just refreshes the game. That's gonna be interesting.
Procedurally generated.
Yeah, thank you. That's the word I was looking.
Yeah.
Procedurally. I can't say procedurally.
Yeah, guys, we've been sick. We're sorry.
Yeah, procedurally. I got it.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah,
I'll leave it there.
Basically, what happens is a lot like Adam said. This is an open world roguelike, but the storyline changes based on number one, how many times you've loaded up the game, and things that you have done within the game. So the way that you interact with NPCs, the way that you do like the story missions, like the order from what I've seen is you can do them in different order, and it kind of changes the storyline around and stuff like that. So replayability, I mean, if you played the game the first time and you really enjoyed it, this is a game that you're going to be able to play a few times. And it's going to be a different story, and you're going to get a different experience. So you're going to get to enjoy it again and again and again. And price wise, it's only $20.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
It's only $20. So like, I'm not expecting these campaigns to be super long for the $20 price point. Like maybe 2 to 3 hours each campaign. But still, I mean, for $20, this is a great concept, and I haven't seen many games try to do this like roguelike, like kind of
open world, which is cool.
Open world, kind of like, but almost like a choose your own adventure. You remember the choose your own adventure books where you could be like, oh, if you want to go down the tunnel, turn to page 14, or if you want to go. Yeah, you remember like that kind of style? I feel like it's almost like that kind of style of thing where you can kind of choose, like pick and choose what's going to kind of happen. It's like, maybe you play it one time all the way through, and then you get to a certain point and you're like, I did this time. Like, I'm going to do this and see what happens and like see how it changes. So I think it's a cool idea. Yeah, I think it's a cool idea.
That's a really cool idea. And then another thing, so with this game, is she's already made a phone game.
Yes. Yeah, I already made a phone game.
It's completely different. Like, it's not the same at all. And I think it's just cool that this one man is like just throwing this stuff out there. Is it the best of quality? I don't know, but at the same time, it's just cool that he's developed a movie and like TV, like episodes. He's developed a phone game, and now he's developing a full blown game on his own, and like no outside help, no big budget, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah, and if you guys just if you guys are just listening and you didn't get to see the trailer, I mean, look it up. It doesn't look bad. It really doesn't look bad. I wouldn't say it's like AAA title, but for $20,
definitely not.
a $20 like Steam release, like you're not expecting that anyway. Like I think it looks pretty good. And it is co-op as well. So if you like to play, if you like to play with your buddies, that is an option as well.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna get this game. I'm gonna get this game.
I might actually pick this game up. This might be my first PC game. Are you excited?
You've been saying that, man. I'll see it when I believe. I'll believe it when I see it.
This one I have no choice though. This one is Steam only. So this one I have no choice. It's got to be PC or nothing.
PC or nothing. That's how it should be, anyways.
No way, dude. No way. Let's save that conversation for a different time.
We need to have a strict debate of this topic at some point.
Here is my my number one gripe against all of PC is that it's always broken and it never works.
That's not true.
It never works. PCs
Not
never
true.
work. My trusty old PlayStation, you hit that PS button and just bloop, fires right up, and I'm in the game doing big things.
All right, I can understand that, but I mean, we don't have much else to say about this game. It's except for we are excited for this. It's so random, and I think that's why it's so funny and so cool, and why I'll be playing this game. But it's gonna be one of those mindless shooting, like first person, third person, however you want to play, just chaos games. And I don't think there's enough of those type of games out there where you can just blow crap up and not like worry about anything.
We talk about this all the time. We talked about it a lot when we did the Meg. Like sometimes you just want to watch a movie that's kind of dumb and you don't want to think about it and you just want to do something fun and stupid, and there's not a lot of games like this left anymore where it's just like think of the ideas in old school games like Super Nintendo era and stuff like that. They were just dumb, mindless games. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now everything needs like a robust storyline and, you know, all of this like intricate gameplay and stuff like that. Sometimes you just want to play something stupid. And if you want to just play something stupid and just have a good laugh, this feels like the game for you. And I'm for $20. For $20, I will check it out.
You can't go wrong.
Yeah, no. So, like you said, we don't have a lot to say about this game. Keep it on your radar. If you're looking for something that's just kind of fun and stupid, and you want to get a good laugh, check this one out. Put it on your Steam wish list. Coming out very soon, I believe.
Yes, it is coming out it's on the wish list already on Steam. Like, I don't think it has a date on it yet. I can't imagine it's very far away, but keep it on your wish list. But moving forward, Dave, to a game that does have a lot to talk about, I'm sure, because you love these type of games. And did you play the first Allan Wake?
I did indeed play the first Allan Wake. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we were talking about Allan Wake 2. And my number one question is, Adam, after doing a bit of research, are you any more excited about this game than you were? Because I want to throw it out there. I wanted to put this game on the list a while back, and Adam kind of talked us out of it. So I'm curious to see what you think now.
Do you know how you said you didn't do any research for your Modern Warfare 3?
Let's go.
I did very limited research for Allan Wake 2.
All right. So
and
now,
not so much because I'm like against the game, just more so it's like I don't know the lore of the game, and I didn't do a deep dive into it, mostly because like I was on vacation, this bronchitis situation, it didn't do too well for me. I just didn't feel like I had the motivation to look it all up. But not to say it doesn't look like a cool game, so don't get that wrong. I do think it looks very cool, looks very like intriguing, like supernatural. But I just didn't do as much research as I probably should.
It's okay, big guy. I got you covered. Let's pull up the trailer. Let's go through some things because there's a lot to go on here. Actually, you know what? Before we pull up the trailer, let's do this because I think people might need a little bit of a recap because this is definitely a game where you need to play the first one or else you're not really going to know what's going on and the story is not going to work as well. So in the first game, and I'm going to try to do this as spoiler free as it can possibly be. Basically, what happens is you're playing as Allan Wake, and Allan Wake is a writer who's struggling with some writer's block issues, right? So when you start the game, the way that the game starts is very, I Know What You Did Last Summer style, where he's kind of driving at night and he ends up hitting somebody. And then when he goes out to check on the person that he hit, that person stands up and turns into this shadow figure. So this is like the introduction into like the kind of like a ghostly kind of realm. This is the introduction to what type of game it's going to be. So
Yeah.
he completely just kind of ignores that for the time being. He's got a lot going on. He, for whatever reason, he just decides he's going to believe that never happened. And the next thing that you see is him and his wife who are going on a vacation. And the reason why they're going on this vacation is because he's struggling with this immense writer's block, and he's trying to get this worked out because he's working on a novel, and he's trying to get it finished. And they think that this time away is going to help him with his writer's block, right? So the idea is they're going to meet a man at a diner who is going to give them the keys to a cabin where they're going to be staying on their vacation. So they go to the diner, and when they go to the diner, they don't end up seeing this man. They end up seeing this very old, like creepy kind of old woman with very witchy kind of vibes, who tells them some very strange things and ends up giving them the keys to this place. The person, apparently she said, the person that you're supposed to meet isn't going to make it. I'm here in their place, but she's very odd and very ominous, and hands the keys. And then as you drive off to the cabin, the person that you were actually supposed to meet ends up running out of the diner, and is like, hey, you forgot the keys. So you're already seeing some like weird stuff, right? So they make it to the cabin. Once they make it to the cabin, again, not as much as I don't want to go spoilers, you do need to know some stuff. But once they make it to the cabin is by the lake. And eventually, Allan Wake's wife gets sucked into this lake, which is like, so like almost it fueled by this darkness. So like the darkness sucks her into the lake. And without even thinking about it, obviously, Allan Wake jumps into the lake after his wife. Now, when he jumps into the lake, what happens is he wakes up and he has been the victim of a car crash, and he has no idea how he got there. And then the story goes absolutely nuts. It just goes absolutely crazy from there. So let's fast forward a little bit, because you do need to kind of know a little bit about what happens at the end of the story. And at the end of the story, it is believed that Allan is trapped in a place called the Dark Place. And you can think of the Dark Place a lot like the Upside Down in Stranger Things, and this is where the second game is going to pick up.
Got it.
So
Roll
the trailer, and I'm excited for this game because I think it's going to bring a different element. And we talk about this again all the time. I love scary games. I love jump scare type of games. Adam likes jump scare type of games too, but he wishes that for the most part they had a little bit more substance and a little bit more context and storyline. And I think this is exactly that game. It has a ridiculous story to go along with all these jump scares. So I'm a big Allan Wake fan. Let's roll it. Let's roll it.
I already told you before we even hopped on, this is a brand new trailer that came today during Gamescom. So at the time of this recording, today. So Dave, you haven't seen this.
This is a blind reaction. Yeah. I've seen the old trailer, but I have not seen this yet. Ooh, boy. Let's go. That's Allan Wake right there.
Mm-hmm. Is this live action?
It looks like it's live action.
Or it started that way?
It looks like it's live action.
It is. Interesting.
This is crazy. Wait, are they going to have live action in the game?
I can't imagine. Okay, here. This is... That's not live action.
That's not live action.
Okay, I think it's showing what the... No, that is now.
All right, guys, if you're just listening on the Spotify, we're very confused because we're seeing like mixes of live action footage, a mix with gameplay
now. Yeah. Okay, there. Now I think we're getting some of the gameplay.
Oh, someone's gonna jump out. Ooh, dude, it's gonna be so crazy. It's gonna be so crazy. I'm kind of confused what all this live action is though. To be honest,
I wonder if they're just showing it in a different perspective, like trying to make it feel more real, like a realism aspect to it. Like saying,
yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be like that. Like I can't imagine they throw that similar feel into the game, but it was kind of cool. It was unique. Not many like people do that, to be honest.
I've never seen a game developer really do that, guys. If you guys haven't checked out that trailer, check it out. That was actually pretty sweet.
Yeah, we'll leave in the description below.
So what actually happened in that trailer? There's a lot going on there, and there's a lot to dissect. And it kind of follows the same format as the original trailer did. And what you need to know is the weird thing about Allan Wake is, like we talked about, he is a writer. And the way that this game kind of works is he in the first game, you are kind of following the path of a story that he wrote that he doesn't know that he had written yet, which is a very strange concept when you think about it, right? So
Yeah.
he's finding pages of this manuscript that he's already written but has no recollection of writing, and the things that he wrote about, the story that he wrote about, is coming true, and he's kind of living through the story that he wrote, which is a very cool concept. And what I'm gathering from the second game is that he now knows that he has this ability to, like, what he writes in his stories kind of manifests as real life action. And what people like what we were talking about is that people have assumed that Allan Wake at the end of the first game is stuck in this place called the Dark Place. And basically what it is you think about Stranger Things, the Upside Down. He's sucked into this dark place, right? And the dark place is below the lake where his wife and he got sucked in, and he jumped in after. So the concept is that he's below the lake, right? And he's writing this story because you're going to get to play as two characters in this game. One obviously being Allan Wake, and the other being a detective. That's where you're seeing like the footage of the FBI detective around the cabin and stuff like that. And what's cool is you're going to be able to jump back and forth between these characters whenever you want and play their storylines whenever you want, within reason, I'm assuming. I can't imagine that you can play as Allan Wake and progress the entire story and then come back, but within reason. And basically what he is trying to do is Allan Wake is trying to write this story for the detective so that the detective can find him and get him out of the dark place, which is such a crazy concept.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's very, very interesting. And I think if you're a fan of the first game, like, this is going to answer a bunch of questions. And, you know, we talk about this all the time. It is a jump scare game. It is a scary game, but it's probably the scariest game that has any type of like substance to it. And I'm super excited for it. I'm super excited.
Yeah, just like almost like we talk about Killer being just kind of like it's just mindless, but this one, like, I feel like it's gonna make you think. It's gonna really be like it's kind of how when I first watched Stranger Things, not my favorite show, sorry Dave. When I first watched it, like the first season, you're like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah.
And like you're just like trying to piece together, like you're trying to answer stuff with like in your own mind, and I think that's what's going to be very similar with this game, and I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, because there's the one tell, and if you guys go back and you know listen to that trailer again, the thing that I noticed is like the one part where the guy, I don't know what character it was, but it's like he was like, just write me out of the story. You know what I mean? Like it's like giving that like foreshadowing that Allan Wake is controlling what's happening with his writing, which is a really cool concept, and I'm super excited to check it out. I will say though, yeah, this is a game where if you have not played the first one, go do that immediately if you plan on picking up this game, because the story is so crazy, it just will not make sense, I don't think.
Yeah, and kind of to your point with that, so I think they did something very smart. So they delayed this game.
Yeah.
It was originally supposed to be October 16th, but they delayed it like 11 days, so it's now October 27th.
Yep.
And they flat out said because they want to give space to the other games that are coming out. So Spider-Man 2, Mario Wonder, and some other games. And I think that is a way, because I think if they release it when they originally planned, they don't get a new player base. Like, you know what I mean? I think They're like, because it's like, oh, I'd rather play Spider-Man 2 because I know what that is and I love it. Or I'd love to play Mario Wonder because that's like the game I know I love. Allan Wake, I've never played. And you're telling me I have to play Allan Wake first and then Allan Wake 2? Like that doesn't, it's not going to work for me. So I think it was smart of them. And they straight up said it like in a tweet. It's like, with how big other games, or like giving space to the other games, and we want everybody to enjoy all the games that are coming out or something like that.
Yeah. And I mean, it's a scary game. It's a jump scare game, and moving it closer to Halloween is never a bad idea.
Right. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Good stuff there. So yeah, the gameplay, obviously, so it's been like 10 years since the last Allan Wake, which was crazy that I was.
And they remastered it, right?
Yeah, they did do a remaster.
Yeah.
So if you want to check out the remaster, I believe it's only like it's like $29 to get the remaster. I think if you check on Amazon or whatever, I'm sure you guys can find it. But yeah, it's a great game, and it still holds up, and the remaster looks great. And it gives you time to play it and check it out before the second one comes out. And I'm super, super excited for this game. I think it's going to be amazing. I think it's going to be exactly what the fan base wants. And, hopefully some new people will get in on it and check it out. I think I think everybody that plays it is going to really like it. There's some very interesting mechanics that I haven't seen in any other game. So the way that a few things work within the first game is, we were talking about these shadow people, right? So you're kind of like, one of your weapons is a flashlight, which seems kind of stupid, but when you flash the light, and obviously on the shadow people, like the light, light shadow kind of, like you're using a flashlight as a weapon, which is pretty cool, and the whole storyline and everything like that. I will say the one thing that I'm not super excited about is they've kind of adjusted the camera. And again, I talk about this all the time. They went more to that like over the shoulder kind of God of War Resident Evil look that kind of makes me sick when I play those games. So like I'm not super excited about that. But we made it through with Hogwarts, so I think it's gonna be okay. So,
you'll survive, Dave.
Yeah,
you will survive.
I think we'll be okay. But I'm super excited for it. It drops October 27th, just a few days before Halloween. If you want to check out the Allan Wake remastered, it's pretty decently priced, and you can check that out.
Yeah, it looks like it's $27 on like Walmart or Amazon.
Yeah,
so
$27.
$30
so.
$30.
Check out the first one, play the remaster. If you like it, definitely grab number 2. And I will be playing number 2 with a full review coming.
Let's go.
Okay.
Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, the last game. We saved the best for last. Don't you give me that
Headbangerz. I can't believe this game. So let's just go. All right, no context. Let's just roll the trailer.
Let's just roll the trailer. Adam.
Yeah.
Well, I almost called you Alan. Adam, what did you think when? Okay, so this game, like we talk about, we kind of come up with a list of stuff that we want to talk about every week, and this was a game that I threw on the list. Adam, what was your initial reaction? Because Adam went into this completely blind. What was your initial reaction when you pulled up the trailer?
Why? Just why is this a game? But here we go.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay, guys, if you guys are drinking anything, or just put it down, because you're gonna be.
I just don't get it.
It's so stupid. They're headbangers because they're pigeons. Like when a pigeon walks and he bobbles his head.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, if you're
it kind of If you're just listening, it looks like it's gonna be like it's a game with 23 different mini games. You'll play against 30 other people, so kind of like a Fall Guys setup.
Yep.
It looks like there's some not Siamese twins. What Simon Says game modes. There's like guessing modes.
Look at him, he's got the Michael Jordan jersey on.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah,
it looks a lot like Simon Says.
Basically, this is a rhythm game. So basically, guys, what we're looking at is Fall Guys, but it's pigeons and it's a rhythm game. So you're basically gonna load into these lobbies where you're playing against like 40 different people, and these mini games, just like Fall Guys, are gonna separate you out. But you are playing as a pigeon, and that's why it's called Headbangerz. Headbangers Battle Royale or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
It's so funny, dude. It looks so funny. Are you excited for it?
Am I gonna get this game? Absolutely not.
You don't think, dude? You don't think
No.
so? I think I might
No.
get it.
You
get
get it for us.
Did you like Fall Guys though?
I mean, you bought it for me, so yeah.
I mean, I love Fall Guys.
It
Fall
was
Guys
free
is,
to me, so
Fall Guys is super fun. I think this is gonna be sweet. But yeah, if you guys like rhythm games and you like just quirky nonsense, this is a rhythm game like Fall Guys about pigeons. And I just feel like we needed to touch on it because I don't think enough people are giving this game the love that it deserves. If we're gonna be 100% honest.
I don't know if it deserves the love, but it definitely looks goofy. It looks fun. If like for whatever reason, like it's like on sale at some point, or it's one of those like it turns free, kind of how Fall Guys started as like a $30 game, went free, and then I'll probably end up getting it at some point. But from the start of it, I probably won't. But it does look goofy and fun. It's just, and it looks like something that would be fun to play with friends.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is 100% a friend game.
Yeah, and I think they're gonna add like it's gonna add a bunch of like kind of how Fall Guys did. I know I don't like battle passes and like stuff like that, but I think they're gonna put battle passes into it. And a game like this, I think it thrives on like those kind of battle passes to like unlock things like the skins and stuff, because that's really what's separating you from your other like opponents if you don't look different. So
yeah, just like in Fall Guys, every pigeon seems to look the same, but there seems to be like a ton of different customizable stuff. Like we saw that dude in the Michael Jordan jersey. Like we saw one dressed as like, I think there was like a knight in there, like a knight in armor and stuff like that. Like all the crazy stuff. And I do have some good news here. There is indeed a battle pass, but the developers have said that it's completely free.
Woo!
I know.
And the developer is Team 17, which they are responsible for Hell Let Loose, Golf with Friends, and Worms, which is another one of those games. It's like, what the heck were they thinking when they made that? Like, I loved Worms. Worms is such a fun game.
It's a great
game. Have you
game.
ever played them?
Yeah, it's a great game. Yeah, it's a great game. Golf with Friends is a fun game too. It's just a quirky, stupid game to play with your friends, and I think it's going to be amazing. And another reason I'm super excited about it is because the dev is putting out videos right now, kind of showcasing a little bit of like the gameplay and stuff like that. And there's one video that says that it is going to rely on your ability to recognize rhythm and your ability to rap.
I don't know. I don't think,
dude. What if
you're not gonna get a microphone? They're not gonna give you a microphone.
But what if you just like talk into the controller? The controllers all have microphones.
Just the PlayStation ones.
The Xbox doesn't have a microphone.
Nor does a Switch.
What?
Sorry, Dave. I don't think that's. I think you saw the extent of the rapping. Where here, I'll pull it back up real quick.
Pull it back up. What are we talking about? The rapping.
Okay. I don't think you're reading into that part a little too much.
Bro, I thought I was gonna be able to spit fire like a Charizard.
No, you're not. I'm sorry. Sorry, Dave. Let me pull it back up.
We're pulling it back up. We're pulling it back up.
Where is it? Because I know exactly what you're talking about. And I think, of course, it's gonna be hard to find now. Bum. Is that the beginning?
Adam is crushing my dreams right now, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Dave.
I thought it was gonna be like the greatest rapper ever.
Okay,
I was gonna be the next Eminem, guys. This was gonna be my big break.
You're pitching Eminem, Pajeminem.
I'm Pajeminem.
Yeah. Okay, but here it is. I think this is what you're talking about. This scene right here. So I think this is the rap. You know what I mean?
Wait. Yeah, but like, what? How do you? How you don't get to rap? I feel like you should get to rap there.
I don't think so. I think what that is where like you like have to pick the certain buttons for those certain words to like match like the example.
You don't get to rap?
Gonna be I think it's gonna be a Simon Says type of thing. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Dave.
Adam just just crushed my dreams.
Now you're like, okay, this game is stupid. Now I don't want to play it.
No, I'm still gonna want to play it. Well, I'll just rap along with it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Just
But-
record yourself and post it on one of our YouTube shorts. You know,
Yeah, no, it'd be a great YouTube short. Me rapping along with the pigeon game.
pitch Eminem.
Yeah. So, my dudes, this game is going to be absolutely ridiculous. It is once again, it is a rhythm game just like Fall Guys, but with pigeons. So, it's going to be absolutely hilarious. And it'll be separated into 4 rounds from what I've seen from the developers. So, basic skew as Fall Guys, you start with 40. And then people just kind of keep getting knocked off as the games progress. So
Right.
basically, this is the exact same thing as Fall Guys, but if you like rhythm games instead of platforming games, you're going to like this one a lot better. And if you liked Fall Guys, check it out because this one is going to be funny and stupid and pretty much the same exact concept, just with pigeons.
With pigeons. Don't feed them, though, because then they won't leave you alone.
This could be a good live game. I'm just throwing it out there.
All right, so Adam versus Dave. Headbangers, pigeon, rap.
Adam versus Pajamanem.
Pajamanem, Dave the Pajamanem.
Look out for that live coming very soon.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Cool.
October
wanted to
31st is when this game is coming out.
Yep, coming out on Halloween. We wanted to touch on it because not sure if too many people are gonna touch on this one, but yeah, put it on your radar. At least check out the trailer, and have a good laugh. So
Yeah, it looks ridiculous. It looks goofy, and it'll be all right. I'll play it eventually, sometime. Hopefully, maybe.
Don't let him lie. Don't let him lie to you. He's gonna play it. He's gonna love it. It's gonna be his favorite game.
I don't know about all that, but I'll play it. I'll play it for you, Dave.
Little man's gonna see you play it, and he's gonna love it, and he's gonna be like, "I love the birds," and that's just gonna be your new game, dude. It's gonna be your new game. I feel it.
All right, we'll make it our new game.
But good
Cool.
episode, dude. Good episode.
Yeah, a
Let's
little bit of
go.
a shorter episode, but I think it fits for what's going on with us right now. I think we did okay.
I think
I had to mute a couple times and cough, but I think we did all right.
I think I made just one. Did I make it just one?
I think just one. I coughed a lot, and I hope I muted in time for some of those, but great episode. This is fun.
Either way, we made it through. Guys, we love you guys very, very much. Thank you for everything. I know we say it every single time, but the channel is growing like crazy, and it is 100% because of you guys. So thank you so much for everything.
Because of you. Oh, that's actually a sad song, so I shouldn't sing that one.
We could change it. Because of you, we're almost close to 500 subscribers.
Yeah.
No, let's cut that. My singing is terrible.
All right, we're gonna not put that in the episode. Dave
No.
said he's editing this one, so
No, we'll leave
he'll
it
be
in.
able to start to. Okay,
We'll
leave
leave
it in.
We'll leave it in.
Gotcha.
But we appreciate you guys very, very much for everything. Super appreciate you guys. If you guys have not subscribed or liked or done all the YouTube things, please do that now. If you could consider it, we would really appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Adam, what do you got for him?
Be on the lookout for that live on August 29th, 8 p.m. Central Standard, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard, whatever those letters stand for. We will be doing a Madden Adam versus Dave, Chargers versus Bills, AFC Championship game.
And you will be going down. Ladies and gentlemen,
Nope.
we love you very, very much. Thank you for everything. We will see y'all on the next one. Go Bills.
Oh, and don't forget, if you're not following us on all social media, please make sure to do so. Let's Talk Nerdy Podcast. And check out our website, letstalknerdypodcast.com. Peace out, nerds. Go Chargers.